So I'm looking at questions 18, 19 and 20, and these all look more complicated than they really are. So the first one I've got, I'm going to do this bracket bit first because BIDMAS. So 5 plus 2 is 7 squared plus 1. Well, 7 squared, 7 times by 7 is 49. So I'm going to be doing that, becomes plus 1 is 50. Let's look at the bottom half of this. I've got 5 times by 2 is 10. 20 take away 10 is 10. So now I've got 10 to go there. That's 50 divided by 10, and the answer is 5. Okay, question 19. Mine printed off without a 0 on it there, so that's why I've added that on, in case you're wondering. So again, this looks like it's quite complicated, but it's not as complicated as it looks. I've got 7 multiplied by 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. Plus, I'm going to do the next indices next. 5 squared is 25. Plus 10. Now, because of BIDMAS, I do this first bit here. So I'm going to do 7 times by 4, which I know is 28. 28 plus 25 plus 10 is 63. So I know I've got 63 as the top half of my fraction. Let's look at the bottom half. 3 squared is 9. 9 take away 2 is 7. So now I've got 63 divided by 7, and the answer to that is 9. Let's look at number 20. Again, this looks horrible, but it's not as bad as it seems. Now, let's do the top half of this fraction first. I'm going to do this square root. There's no brackets, so I'm going to do the indices next, which is this square root. So I've got here to do this bit 8 divided by 2, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And what's the square root of 4? Well, you might know that the answer is 2 because 2 times by 2 is 4. But if you don't, you can use your calculator. So I can do the square root of 4 is 2. Plus 4, 2 plus 4 equals 6. So I've got 6. Now let's look at this bottom bit. I'm going to do 6 multiplied by 4 first of all, which is 24. 24 take away 12 is 12. So now I've got 6 over 12. So give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. 6 over 12, I know, can be simplified to a half.